Soul Brew.
Boker Tov, good morning, and welcome to today's Soul Brew. I'm Bluth, host and producer of Soul Brew with Living Jewishly in Beth Tzedek. And today we're going to jump over to California to hear from Ruthie Praskins, an herbalist, a nutritionist, and a lover of the land. We're going to catch some of that California energy, root in the earth as we are around the time of creation of the earth leading up to the birthday of humanity as part of Pachamama or Ima Adama. And Ruthie's going to guide us in some meditation and share with us her wisdom and joy of the land. So, Ruthie, leading up to Rosh Hashanah, what's your soul brewing?
My name is Ruthie. I am an herbalist, a wild food chef, a nutritionist, a poet, a lover of the world, and a student of the earth. Good morning, everyone. What is brewing in my soul in this time leading up to the high holidays is ways to resource our nervous system, our physical body, and our emotional body through relationship with the more than human world. The way that I relate to Rosh Hashanah, this time, this sacred marking of time in the Jewish calendar that celebrates the birth of the world, the birth of form from formlessness. The way that I relate to this is through my embodiment of it. And so the question that I ask myself and that I ask you is, in this time of year, right now, what is your relationship to the earth around you? And what is your relationship to the earth within you? Tandem to these questions are, what is your relationship to the waters around you, Earth's waters? And what is your relationship to the waters within you, your emotional body? And I find through taking account of the integrity of my answers to these questions, I unearth places within myself that are in need of tending and stewarding. And this is how I celebrate the birth of the world. Through reflecting and following up on my reflections with actions on how I can more deeply tend to and steward the world within me and the world outside of me. Embodiment is my practice in relationship to these questions. Where are you in relationship to the waters of this earth? So often that question lands in my heart, because in my heart, I so often am feeling grief about what humans are doing to our waters and our earth. And so often that question will also land in my heart in a very different way, one of praise, because grief and praise are but two sides of the same coin. The praise coming from a place of gratitude and reverence and awe for how I see humans stewarding our earth, caring for one another, caring for the land, regenerating the soil, and how I see humans caring for other humans through regenerative relationships, through vulnerability, through direct communication, through not taking things personally, through taking responsibility and accountability for our emotional bodies, which so often looks like giving ourselves the permission that we need to feel what needs to be felt so that we can move through the emotions and get to a place of clarity and spaciousness. And so I have practices for you to invite you into this space of tending to the emotional and physical bodies of your human body. And by doing such, also tending to the water and the earth of Mama. I find that when we connect through our awareness, just through noticing to the more than human world around us, to the plants, to the animals, to the elements, whether it is noticing the warmth, the sweet warmth of the way that the sun is kissing our cheeks, the abundant giving of solar warmth and energy that gives life to us and to so many living beings on the earth around us, or whether it is feeling an overwhelm of perhaps anger or perhaps sadness in the nervous system, and deciding in a moment to go to the waters of the earth for a lesson, for a teaching, for permission on how to be with the waters of my own body. And that when I take time to remember to resource from the more than human world, to remind myself that if nature knows how to be a wild ocean and a still lake, to be transparent in her depths and also opaque, then I can remember how to do that too. Because when we get down to it, we are Earth. We are Earth. We are Earth. And the way that I am celebrating the high holidays in this moment, the way that I am relating to what is brewing in my soul in this moment, is by sharing and committing to showing up in relationship with the more than human world, and showing up in relationship with the elemental world within me. And so I hope these practices serve. This practice is an invitation into deeper relationship with the medicine growing all around you all the time. So I'm in California, and we are in front of a gorgeous, invasive, but gorgeous eucalyptus tree. And one of the reasons why I love eucalyptus so much is because of the volatile oils and the scent that she emits in the air. I wish you could smell this right now. So pungent and fresh and citrus-like, and an amazing respiratory tonic. So again, bringing this back to California and the fact that it is fire season right now, eucalyptus is an amazing ally for the respiratory system. And so there's a couple ways that I like to work with her. One is, first off, harvesting the leaves, just plucking them off like this, maybe like 15 or 20 leaves, and bringing them home, and then either drying them, and after they dry out and get crackly to the point where when you break them like this, I'll pick one off the ground to show you, they make a nice crunch sound like that. You don't want to harvest them off the ground because their volatile oils are gone already, but fresh to dry harvest for tea. You can then steep them in boiling water for a couple minutes, take them out, add a big spoonful of honey, and drink this eucalyptus tea to soothe the lungs, especially when there is smoke and gunk that is causing constriction or irritation or inflammation in the lungs, to really soothe the mucosal membranes and invite in fluidity, and to just soften and sweeten and coat the scratchy sore throat. So really amazing for coughs, for sore throats. The other way that I love to work with eucalyptus, specifically during fire season, is to gather more than 20 leaves, maybe like 30 leaves or 35 leaves, and put them in a pot of boiling water on the stove, and just let the water evaporate the steam, the eucalyptus steam, into your house. Keep all the windows closed, and essentially purify the air through the volatile oils in eucalyptus, which are inherently antimicrobial, antibacterial, cooling and soothing, and full of really wonderful properties. There's medicine all around us all of the time. So I hope this serves. This practice will be an invitation into connection with the more than human world around you and within you. So I invite you to close your eyes if you feel safe to, and allow yourself to arrive inside your body. You can do this meditation seated in a chair with your feet barefoot, ideally, rooted firmly onto the ground, can do this meditation sitting with your body, your bum on the earth, or laying down, feeling your back kiss the earth's skin. So as you're arriving into your body, I'm going to invite you to bring your awareness to your feet. Your feet, which carry you through this world, that hold you upright, and that connect you most directly and most frequently with the body of the earth. If you feel called to, can give a little gratitude to your feet. Thank you, feet. Thank you for holding me. Just noticing. Going to invite you to bring your awareness to the back of your heels, up the back of your calves, behind your knees, up the back of your thighs, up your bum to your lower back. You're going to pause there and notice any sensation that is present in this area, our lower back, connected to our hips. And offer a deep breath to that space. And we're going to take our awareness further up the body, up the spine. When you get to your shoulders, I invite you to take a nice deep inhale, pulling in through your mouth. And exhale, and just give your shoulders a little wiggle. On your next inhale, I'm going to invite you to once again put your awareness to the space between your feet and the earth and pull your breath from the depths of the earth, asking for everything that you need right now, knowing that she has abundance of energy to offer you. And as you inhale deeply, I want you to envision a tree, perhaps a redwood tree, that is growing with your breath behind your heels, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your back, your shoulders, up to the top of your head. This tree is here for you to lean on. So as you exhale, I invite you to feel yourself leaning against this tree that you have just erected behind you, this support, this sturdy, rooted, grounded support. And just breathe here for a couple regular breaths. And on your next inhale, I invite you to release your arms from being by your body and lift them up, straight up, so that your body, upper body, makes a straight chunk above your head. And inhale from beneath your feet, again, bringing these root systems of light and energy up all the way to the top of your head. And as you exhale, let your arms flutter down and shoot that light out of your arms, out through your fingertips. We're going to take one more breath together. Inhaling one more time from the root system of the earth beneath us, leaning back into the tree and knowing that you are inherently rooted into the earth, held by the backbone of the trees, and full of expansive light and possibility. Ba-da-da.